game for us, and obviously they ain't had Cat. You know, some would say he didn't play because Jimmy was in the building. I don't know.
Oh, it's
but
like that.
you know, I'll tell you what. Though I saw Cat Pops yesterday at the game, and it's always love. I got mad love for the OG. His pops is an incredible man. But yeah, they said Cat ain't play because Jimmy came into town, and you know him and Jimmy had the infamous practice in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
And so
What?
maybe that's the thing. I don't know.
That's a conspiracy theory says he was hurt.
I don't know what was hurt.
I
didn't look that deep into it to figure out like what his injury was or nothing like that, bro. You know,
like that be like that be happening, bro. That's the history of the league.
This is, in one word, awful.
First of all, let's talk about the facts. On October 30th, Karl-Anthony Towns dropped 44 points in Miami against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. So this ducking narrative makes absolutely no sense. Second, and most importantly, I can't even believe that I'm talking about this. Cat missed the game to attend a funeral for his girlfriend's aunt, who passed away with cancer. So not only is this a lazy take, but it's just completely out of line. Completely out of line. Draymond Green should be ashamed of himself.
True, he should be, but he isn't. Case in point.
You seen your reaction today to your comments about Cat?
No.
And are you aware of what the circumstances were of his
No.
absence?
No. What's the circumstance?
Apparently he said he was at a funeral for a family friend.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. But my comments that I made was what I heard was this. And that's what I heard. So I do, send my well wishes to him and his family. You know, none of us, it's inevitable. We all experience death in one way or another, and we'll all experience it in the same way one day. So it's unfortunate. You never wish that on anybody, but the Draymond Green show with Baron Davis must go on. So I definitely, wish them well and wish their family well and grieving. Because we all go through that, and it's never easy for anyone. But the Draymond Green show with Baron Davis will go on.
Just wow. Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you. Okay, let's break down what we just witnessed. All right, so Draymond Green was on his show, The Draymond Green Show with Baron Davis, and he said he heard a story through the grapevine of Karl-Anthony Towns intentionally leaving himself out of a matchup because he didn't want to go up, essentially ducking his former teammate Jimmy Butler. They do have a history, the infamous practice, as we know, blah, blah, blah. So Green runs with it. And let's also state, as a media member, this is porous of him. And what he's also leaving out is the fact that Karl-Anthony Towns earlier in the season went up against Jimmy Butler when he was with the Miami Heat and posted over 40. So already this sort of weird story that Draymond is hearing doesn't have legs. It's dispelled. But then Green would learn of the actual reason why Towns missed the game, and he would double down on, well, this is what I heard, banging the desk. This is what I heard. This was me. Instead of just owning it, wearing it, apologizing, and moving on. And then it was taken to a whole new level because as serious as death is, Draymond Green said, well, it's all going to happen to us at one point, and then plugged his show multiple times saying the show will go on. It felt very, you can't cancel me energy, when all you had to do here, Draymond, was the bare freaking minimum. That is it. That is all people are asking for. But it didn't stop at Draymond, did it? Homophobic commentator and NBA veteran reporter Chris Broussard, who also calls himself a journalist, really didn't do any of the work to find out if that was the reason. He would say, as transcribed by Awful Announcing, Draymond Green said it on his podcast. Cat missed the last game against Golden State against Jimmy Butler and Steph and those guys, and Draymond said the word is the scuttlebutt, is that he didn't want to play against Jimmy Butler because of what Jimmy Butler did. I'm just saying, it's out there. It's out there. People think Cat is soft. You got to change that, Cat. Cat, I believe in you, so get it done tonight. You know why it's out there? Because Draymond Green has this weird, hateful fetish against Karl-Anthony Towns and ran with it, and then you picked up on it. As a journalist, should you look into it? Should you maybe consider that that's not the reason for why someone was missing a game? I don't know, beats me. To be clear, Tom Thibodeau would reveal Cat was away from the team with what they called personal reasons because they didn't want to reveal what it was. Towns would, though. It was because Sarah Holtzman, who girlfriend Jordan Woods has said is an aunt to her, lost her battle with cancer. R.I.P. to her. Woods would be featured in this post from Elizabeth Woods, her mother, who wrote the caption, F cancer. It took two of the closest people to me, my husband 8 years ago, and this week, my best friend Sarah. Our friendship, sisterhood lasted decades. I promised you I would always look over your family, and I got them for life. Thank you for loving me like you did. I will miss her every day forever, my angel, my love. Towns would go on the record stating, and I quote, this is one of those moments where I had to be there for my family and be there for the kids that lost somebody really special to them. If this doesn't rile you up and make you mad, I really don't know what planet you're on. Because what we have here is a prominent NBA figure on his own show, which is a megaphone peddling in misinformation because he doesn't like this person. And whether he heard it or he didn't hear it, all you had to do was say nothing. Nothing, because now you look really stupid, don't you? From Ricky O'Donnell at SB Nation, Green's excuse for spreading the misinformation about Cat shows how far he has to go as a media member. I completely agree with this. He said he repeated the lie because, quote, that's what someone told him. Any worthy media member with a platform as big as Draymond's would work to confirm it before telling it, especially when Draymond said he's tight with Towns' father. That's another variable of this. Says he's tight with him, got respect for him. Why wouldn't you ask him? But I think where some folks have come at me and other media members who studied journalism and has worked in this space for a while is we want to uphold those standards, but really media is changing to hearsay. And folks are running with the hearsay. And when we say, you know, Draymond should probably check on that just to be sure. He heard it from one person. And that's it. It's very McAfee-ish as well. So media members who are journalists would weigh in. Ian Bagley would write, Green casually throwing this out there on his platform without researching the situation is extremely irresponsible. I also concur. Tommy Beer would also weigh in. Draymond's reprehensible response to finding out the truth Cat was attending a funeral of a close family friend who died from breast cancer might be more offensive than his original disgusting accusation claiming Cat missed a game because he was scared to play against Jimmy Butler. Draymond refuses to offer any sort of apology to Towns, yet makes sure to plug his podcast twice. Number of times Draymond said he was sorry for attacking Cat's character, 0. Number of times Green said the Draymond Green show with Baron Davis must go on, 2. Disgusting. Lastly, from EJ Stewart, Draymond Green talked about needing mental health last season for his outrageously dirty antics on the court, then spreads a senseless lie about Cat, who missed a game for personal issues after a friend died of cancer. An utter clown. Amen to that. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.